do tonight's recap of So You Think You Can Dance.
Well, this is the big reveal that we've all been waiting for. They had 31 dancers up until this point, and they're going to be revealing the top 20 and give a little,
Little showcase.
Exactly.
See what they can do. So, the judges this week, they weren't really judging that much, but...
They were more observing.
Yeah. Robin Anton, Lil C, Tice Diorio, Mary Murphy, and Nigel Lithgow.
Maybe they were even gloating. I don't know. Alright, so let's get right to the reveals. They did it in parts, which was kind of nice. Each style of dance got a little showcase. So the first few dancers were contemporary.
Mm-hmm.
So Ricky, which I don't really remember from the auditions, who had started dancing at his mom's wedding, he made it through. Miranda, I don't know her.
I don't know. She made the top 20.
Yay!
So we will know her.
Right. Melanie, you probably remember her. She was the short-haired
student.
pistol. She was fantastic. It was a yes for her.
Yep. Abigail, it was a no.
Kate, a no. Both no backstory, so we really don't know who they were. But
Then
I do remember sisters.
It was time for Natalia and Sasha.
Sasha was a yes, and Natalia was a no. I would have been really angry, I think, well, I wouldn't be angry, but I would have been really disappointed if Natalia had made it, because I really don't think she was as good as the other guys. It was nice that they gave her moment in the spotlight, but
maybe
not for the top
back.
20. Exactly. All right, so Stacy Tukey did the choreography for the contemporary routine.
Well, for this contemporary routine.
Right, in this shirt. It was like they were all dancing in the clouds. It was very
lovely.
Ethereal. They had the old smoke machine out. It was really nice. All right, so then hip-hop was up next. Chris, whose second time it is to Vegas, was a yes.
All right. Waddy and Tad?
Yes.
They both made it.
I don't remember Tad so much, but I do remember Waddy from the Vegas auditions.
Yep.
Lil O, no. I have to think it was because he was too short. It would have caused a lot of problems partnering because he was so short. Now Drace, I don't remember him either. It was a no.
I don't know, but there were 2 more hip-hop dancers, and there were already 3 in the top 20, so it's kind of like, I don't know.
We can only take one, really. And it was down to Professor Locke, who you remember was Natalia's heftier partner.
Jive partner.
Exactly. And woo man, Robert, who's kind of annoying, but he's a really good dancer.
I think he has a really good personality when he dances.
I think so too. He really gives it his all.
Well, woo! Robert made it.
And Professor Locke
was a no.
Indubitably. All right,
Yeah.
so Dave Scott choreographed their routine to Every Day, and it was crazy. They had all the jiggly hip-hop legs you wanted and all the wiener grabbing you could handle.
Woo! I thought Robert really put everything out there. I thought he was really good.
It was great.
He was a standout for me.
All right, so Iveta and Lenny. Now, this is the ballroom group. Only one guy and one girl. I mean, that's pretty slim.
Ballroom? Why? They're all out competing.
Exactly.
But anyway, Lenny was a no, but
Iveta was a yes. And I'm thinking, why the F does she need this show? She's a 10-dance champ. But she wants to be on the show. Pretty impressive, but beyond impressive.
I can't believe she's already been turned down like twice before.
Are they insane?
Well, I guess maybe she's not up to snuff in the other styles.
Maybe. But Jason Gilkison did a routine for her with Pasha.
Oh, Pasha.
And it was one of your favorite songs.
This is a song that my ballroom partner and I always jam to.
All right.
It was the Spanish version of On the Floor.
Okay.
So, Ven a bailar.
It was amazing. Absolutely amazing.
It was incredible.
Pasha was, of course, amazing, and so was she, because she is the ballroom champ.
Yeah.
All right.
It was kind of a mixture of different styles, too.
Right.
I noticed some paso and some cha-cha, too.
All right, so Clarice, well, let's say which style this is. This is the jazz style, I guess. Clarice and Bridget, both no backstory. It was a yes for Clarice, Silence of the Lambs, and a no for Bridget.
All right.
Taekwon, don't know who he is, but it was a no, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Well,
I do remember Marco.
Yes, he was shot, and he still has the bullet in his shoulder.
So that was a yes. Jordan and Missy.
They're both naughty dancers.
They're both a yes, because they are sexy.
Yes.
All right, so Sonia Taya did Vanguardian. Well, did the jazz routine to the song Vanguardian. Sonia went blonde. I have to say, I'm really liking it.
But then there was some black roots.
I love that, though. I love the two-tone. I'm sorry. All the same color is kind of boring. And she is definitely not boring. And that routine was definitely not boring. That was hot, hot, hot. Yep. As Robin Anton said, sexy, 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 sex.
All right.
You can't argue with that, can you?
Next up was the Broadway and tap conglomerate.
Oh, now this was what I was looking forward to the most.
You know, this whole category, this genre is very underrepresented on this show.
Very underrepresented.
Little did we know there was an amazing tapper who had...
They never talked about him.
Made it through Vegas.
They never talked about him.
I don't remember seeing anything from him, Nick.
Maybe.
Incredible
just
tapper.
A side camera angle, whatever, but... Jess we've been following, and we were like, if he doesn't make the top 20, we're going to be so pissed. And I thought the judges were really harsh on him during the Vegas dances, too. So it was a yes to both, delightfully.
Thank God, I need this.
So now, Christopher Scott did the routine to Funkier Than a Mosquito Tweeter.
It was awesome.
I have to declare it to be the best tap number ever on the show. I thought it was beyond.
It was incredible.
Yeah, so I'm very happy.
Nigel was all like, oh, like some of the girls can tap too, so maybe we'll have some tap routines. Please, we've been waiting freaking 8 seasons.
Absolutely. You know, it's hard,
or 7,
though.
Whatever.
It's hard because they got to turn down the music when they do the tap routines, and I guess
just turn on the stage mics.
It just, yeah, that would help.
It's all about the sound balance. It's not that difficult.
Do they need a new engineer?
No, I think they just didn't have good tappers.
Okay. All right. So
you can't just do some humdrum tap routine.
No. I'm excited about it. All right. So last group, I guess, was the, what would you call them?
Contemporary Part 2.
Again. All right. So Caitlin with the no backstory. It's a yes. Ashley with the no backstory. Also yes. Ryan Ramirez, well, it came down to the last spot for the girls. Ryan Ramirez and Alexa. I don't really remember Alexa, maybe just vaguely. But I do remember Ryan Ramirez. She was the one who had the bruised coccyx.
She almost made it last season, but got turned down right at the
very
end.
Yeah, that sucks when that happens. So I was afraid that was going to happen again.
But she made it.
Yay!
So they were like, Alexa, come back again.
And she will, probably. All right, so now the boys... Mitchell, don't remember him, but it was a yes. And then it came down to the last boy spot between Alexander and Jeremiah. Now, I don't really remember Alexander, but Jeremiah was the one who me and Michael threw out.
Face.
Yeah, he stamped on the floor, and she was like, oh no.
Yeah, so he was really confident this season that he was going to make the top 20.
Yeah.
But he didn't. So Alexander did.
All right, so the Contemporary 2.0 routine was choreographed by Travis Wall to the song Moth's Wings. And it was a whole, like, replay in my mind of that Mia Michaels number with the...
No, it was completely different.
Well, I didn't like it. I'm sorry. I was a little disappointed.
But I don't know.
I was expecting more. Let's put it... I didn't say it sucked. I was expecting more.
I thought it was really happy, and I like that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, but I was expecting more. Because, I mean, Travis Wall is, like, amazing.
All right. Well, next up, the top 10 guys performed a Christopher Scott routine. It was kind of like hip-hop, but then there was some contemporary in there.
This was one of my favorite numbers of the night. This and the tap routine.
Both by Christopher Scott.
Exactly. And it was total Matrix to me. When Nigel said that, I was like, get out of my mind. Because I was definitely thinking the Matrix, too, and it was fantastic.
It was crazy. And then with all the cameras and blah, 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 and they're coming out of the doors.
Yeah. Whenever they use doors in a routine, it is always a winner. All right, top 10 girls routine. Sonia again. Pop, drop, and roll.
This is supposed to be like a creepy geisha thing, and it worked. It was.
Yeah.
But it was great.
It was really weird. What is in her brain? All right, so then they closed the show with a teaser top 20 routine by Tice to the Annie Lennox song Little Bird, which I love. And when costume pieces are flying off during a routine, which they were, I saw them kicking them out of the way. You know it's good.
It's kind of like controlled chaos.
Yeah, so it was awesome. So, you know, because they're really giving it their all when their costumes are breaking apart. Come on. So I'm excited for the season. It seems like they have a good mix, except for, you know, ballroom is very underrepresented. And I'll be really pissed if one of the tap guys goes home in the first week.
Tap/Broadway.
Right. I'll be pissed. I don't think that should happen. And is it totally up to America at this point?
I don't think so.
Okay, so it's probably going to be like Dance for Your Life.
All right.
All right, so kids, till next week, much love.